Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today, more Marvel Champions. That's right, one of my favorite games. We'll see. We've got our top 100 co-ops of all time coming out. We'll see where this landed on my list. So it's going to be on the podcast, episode 198, 199, and 200. So I will tell you, this is pretty high on my list. We'll see how high it is on our overall ranked list as well. And we always used to have that Lord of the Rings LCG versus Arkham Horror LCG. Well, I think we're going to have to throw in Marvel Champions LCG as well, because I'm definitely going to be a champion for that one in that competition between those three games. So we'll see which one falls out ahead for us as the One Stop Co-op Shop. All six of us rated our top 100 games, and we've made it into a combined list. And then we'll also see how the fans voted for it, because they had their say as well. So we'll see. I'm pretty happy. We'll say that, but maybe we'll have to have another free-for-all, brawl, battle, like huge discussion between all of us just about these three games, the LCGs from Fantasy Flight, and see who ends up on top. So welcome today to part 2 of our Running the Gauntlet series. The way this works is I take a hero and build a deck for him. For this one, I did a Hawkeye deck, where the main theme of this deck is to try to bring her back, basically Mockingbird, and not the Mockingbird that is the general hero that everybody gets, but Clint's special ally that comes with his deck. The thing that's so good about her is you can spend one resource to bring her to your hand to prevent the enemy's attack. Or it doesn't prevent the enemy's attack. That's not wrong. Prevents all damage from the enemy's attack, which is a strong difference because Ultron's still going to attack, still keep bringing drones out. So it does that. And then it does a lot of things to make her free, to bring her back out again. So you really keep bringing her in your hand, putting her back out. She also thwarts for 2, so that's nice. So you get to thwart with her and use her to prevent all the damage coming in. It's a pretty good combo. Because I think Hawkeye's main 2 weaknesses are, he could do damage. He could do damage like nobody else. His main 2 weaknesses to me are his ability to mitigate threat and his ability to take damage himself. And so these 2 things should hopefully help with that. Now, I already drew my starting hand. There's some good and some bad. Avengers Tower is part of my strategy. Need to get that out to... need to get out on the board, so that way when I do get Mockingbird, I can just keep bringing her out for cheaper. The only thing is, I got some good stuff against Ultron, like Explosive Arrow, which does 3 damage to the villain and everybody engaged with me, which is great because that's another problem Hawkeye has a problem with, is dealing with like a lot of different enemies. The only negative is I really need to draw to get my quiver, and I really need to draw to get my Mockingbird and or just other things to let me get more card draw. Downtime's another good one for me, helps me recover if I do take a lot of damage, but I'm going to get rid of all of those and draw back up. And then, all right, Expert Marksman, that's another one. Now, of course, I don't get anything. Team building exercise is another thing so I've got a lot of things to do using those only. All right, well, that's not gonna happen. It could happen. I could drop kick. So let's see. No, but if I drop kick, then I don't get all these things out to, I'm probably just going to build up this turn, and it's going to be a real sad turn for me. Now, I do have extra team building in my deck, so I think I'm going to get rid of that one. Well, for now, I'll get rid of drop kick, because spend 1 resource of any type to search your deck and discard pile for your bow. So let me do that first, and then I have to put out my drone as well. Maybe I was supposed to do that first, so I guess there is a possibility my bow could end up as the first drone. I don't think that's very fun, so even if that is the rule, I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so there's that. Hawkeye's bow is out. I am going to... now let me put my drone out. So, if you guys have played Hawkeye, let me know what your favorite builds are with Hawkeye. This is an aggression build, I think. Yes, it is an aggression build where, again, I am just trying to get out Mockingbird early and often, and just keep her coming. All right, so I do have a drone in front of me. Let's start out by playing Avengers Tower over here. Then I'm going to spend this to get my expert marksman. And I think I'm just going to not do anything with team building exercise. I'll leave it in my hand. So I attack for 3. And I think for now I just got to play defense and get rid of this drone. Because I don't want to build up of drones. Again, that's one thing Hawkeye is not great at, is dealing with that. I'm going to drop my team building exercise, even though I said it's kind of an important part of my deck. It would make... wait a minute. Whoa. What did I do here? What did I do? Oh, gosh. I discarded that on top of my Avengers Tower. Let's put my Avengers Tower over here so that doesn't happen again. You can tell it's I stayed up late last night. I actually played after our stream last night. I played more with Terrence, so we ended up playing pretty late into the morning, some more games. We didn't stream everything. We just wanted to play fast. But John says the drone happens first, but that was hilarious the way you said that. Yes. Yeah, it's not very fun to not have your bow, right? I mean, like, yeah, so I guess there's a chance for you to get messed up with that, but then you still spend the resource. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all, but next time I will, so hopefully I don't lose so I don't have to deal with that again. All right, so I am adding 1 threat to the enemy. And then force interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, put the top card of your deck face down. As well, I guess I should draw my hand first. So let's do that, and hopefully I get... All right, I got another expert marksman. I do have an explosive arrow this time, so that's good. 6 damage and piercing, so that's not bad either, but I'm not getting my stuff I want to keep coming back. So I'll be able to play my marksman and double shoot this turn, it looks like. I mean, we'll see what else comes up, but that looks like the plan for now. All right, so he is going to attack me, and I should have put a drone in play. I don't know where the drone is. There we go. All right, so he's going to attack me for 3 plus a boost plus 2 more, which is not wonderful. So that's 5 damage right off the bat, and then the drone attacks me for 1 more. All right, this could be the shortest game ever. We will see. Look out. Hopefully it's not... Oh! You may flip to Alter Ego, exhaust to remove this card from the game, and then discard Hawkeye's bow from play to discard this obligation. Alright, so I'm going to flip. I am going to exhaust. Oh, so none of this is good, because now I can't really do a whole lot, because I really can't flip, because I don't have an ally to kind of take the damage for me this turn. So it looks like I am just going to let this scheme move on to the next stage, which isn't great because it's more drones. But that's all right. I'm going to keep my explosive arrow to take care of a bunch of drones next turn. But yeah, I can't flip right now. There's just... I mean, I could and destroy everything, but then I just die. So I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to play... After a minion engages you, discard lie in wait. All right, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play this to do lie in wait. That will kill a minion when it attacks me when I'm on my hero side. So that'll be good for, again, Ultron bringing out drones. I like that. I got to keep explosive arrows, so unfortunately I'm going to have to play my energy to put this out. But that's all right. I probably wasn't going to keep it anyway. I am going to hold on to my explosive arrow just because I want to deal with a bunch of drones at the same time next turn. So we will now... go ahead and draw back up. So because I am on my Clint Barton side, I do get to draw 5, so there's the benefit of that. Cable arrow, okay, not great. None of this is what I want, but at least I have an ally, so that works for me. Ooh, 2 skilled strikes. That would be 5 points of damage if I wanted to do that. Although, honestly, with all of this, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got a lot of... fist icons here, so I'm going to use those to pay for dropkick, do 4 damage and stun. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm pretty excited about my next turn, so that's why I'm doing it. So he's going to scheme for 2 plus a flip. Oh, boost. Choose to either spend a fist resource or put the top card of your deck in a... You know what? Fine. Another drone. Drones. Whew. So this is going to add 2 more threat to the scheme, which is going to move to the next one. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down and engages them as a drone. Yes, that is a lot of threat that I am already looking at. And advance to 2B. So let's unlock this. This is not looking great for me because now I have to add 3 threat to the scheme after placing threat here during step 1, which we are not in. So then I got to either add 2 more threat here or put another drone in play. So all that's not great, but again, I have this to deal with 1 drone. I really need to flip Ultron. When you flip Ultron, yes, he attacks for a lot more, but he also doesn't put a drone into play every time, which is really cramping my style there, Ultron. All right, so I'm going to drop kick Ultron, which will also prevent him from putting a drone in. So that means this will take... All right, so let's see what happens first here, though. When revealed, each... Oh, I'm supposed to unexhaust at the end of my turn, so I should not be exhausted. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Place 1 threat here for each drone in play. Well, that's not great. So this has 4. I mean, basically, I don't know that I could ever get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus, I am now going to have 4 drones in play, so that'll be 8 threat on this scheme. Yeah, not looking great. Not looking great already. I don't have my Mockingbird, which is, again, a big part of this. I do have Spider-Girl. When you put her play from your hand, stun and confuse a minion. Again, I need her out just to block for me. But what I think I'm going to have to do is recover, which makes me sad, I guess, that I didn't get downtime at the beginning of the game. But, you know, we all make choices, right? And that was my choice. All right. So I am going to start out with Explosive Arrow. I mean, I think that has to happen. So exhaust it, deal 3 damage to the villain, and each minion engage with you. I'm hoping that none of these are my ally, Mockingbird. They were not, and they weren't anything I really used to pay for her either, which is good. I have discarded one of my things that I use, team building, to pay for her, but that's not the end of the world. All right, so got rid of all those, and then I should do 3 to Ultron. Got that going for me. Now, I would like to get Spider-Girl in play, but it's not going to happen this turn. What I'm going to do is drop kick. 4 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this card using only fists, stun the enemy, and draw a card. Ooh, actually, I might be able to get Mockingbird out this turn. All right, so I'm going to pay for it only fists. These 3 are all fists. 2 skilled strikes and a cable arrow. Not the worst thing in the world. So 4 damage and stun. And stunned. I want this stun to be bigger so I don't miss it. You are very stunned, sir. And then I get to draw a card. Ooh, team building exercise. So that would be my second one. In order to get rid of it. Oh, this is a tough choice, but I think I'm actually not going to play Spider-Girl. Now the question is, do I hold on to both of these cards? And the answer is no. I'm just going to hold on to team building exercise. I'm going to unexhaust. I really need to get my quiver. I really need to get Mockingbird. So yeah, doing all that. Endurance, that will certainly help, and Power in All of Us will certainly help, and having another drop kick might help as well. Oh my. The problem is that I don't have enough fists for Dropkick to do its thing because I didn't get my Quinjet yet. So I may have to flip. That might be, and I don't have any arrows either. Come on, what is going on here? All right, looks like I'm probably going to have to flip. So I'm going to add 2, 1 for me, 1 for the drone factory. Yeah, this is not going well. This might be the end of the gauntlet. If that's the case, we're going to start a new gauntlet right afterward using a different hero. So we'll go from there. And who knows, maybe I lose the first game of that one as well. We'll see what happens. All right, after placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 more threat here. Well, I can't afford to do that. Honestly, I can't afford to have any threat there. I don't thwart very well. I didn't add a ally in to help me thwart. None of this is going well. So I am going to bring a drone in. When I bring that drone in, it will immediately get defeated. And then he is stunned. He would attack me. That doesn't happen though. And then I am going to... Oops, not ready my stuff. But all right, attach to Ultron drone's environment. Oh, they get +1 to their attack and hit points. So actually there is another drone here for these upgraded drones. Hopefully they don't stay this way for long, so I got to spend one of each resource though to get rid of it. I do have that 1, 2, 3, but then I'm not putting all this good stuff in. Let me see something. Can I drop kick? I almost feel like I have to drop kick, which is basically my entire turn, and then hold on to endurance. I feel like I just have to. I don't feel like there's a choice. I cannot flip. I can't deal with the threat if I do. So I'm going to drop kick. That is the... And we'll see what happens, because maybe I draw into something good. All right, so there's a resource. There's another one, which would increase my attack permanently. There's my second team building, which I don't love getting rid of, but it's 4 damage and stunned again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stunned. It's at least keeping me alive. Let me draw a card. War Machine, which, again, great, but, oh, well, yes, that will let me pay for endurance. So I got that going for me. Plus 3 hit points. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, this one can go here because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do anything with it the rest of the time. So yeah, stun and drawing a card. You know, the draw a card part, I kind of dismiss on this card a lot, but it actually is paying off today. I typically don't see it do as well as I have today, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not happy with the drones being extra powerful right now. But I can currently attack for 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Let's get him off of this side where, I mean, right now I have to keep him stunned because even if I have an ally, he keeps bringing drones out. So I'd love to flip him on my next turn if I can. We'll see if I draw into it. I mean, I got to be getting stuff soon. I don't have that many cards left in my deck. The problem is I'm going to get them all at once on this next hand. So that is what it is. So let's unexhaust everything. Let's draw all my stuff. Yep, Quinn Carrier. I still don't have Mockingbird. Did she turn up as one of my things and I didn't notice? I mean, I got Electric Arrow, which will allow me to stun, which is good. Again, I got Tigra. I'd like to play her. I mean, I really need to get Quinn Carrier out. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do everything, obviously. Quinn Carrier is important. I can get Electric Arrow out. All right, again, thinking too far ahead. Let's add 2 threats to the scheme. Oh, man, I am going to have to remove threat. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, so then we will add a drone minion into play. We will have the stun go away. We will have the drone attack me for 1. And then we'll see what, when revealed, each player puts the top card as a drone. So now 2 drones. Yep. And I still don't have my quiver. And all right, so Tiger is actually more important now for several reasons. Number 1, she'll help me get rid of drones, and she can kind of do that the whole game, which would be good. I might have to flip, but I don't think I can survive a flip. I think, oh no, I'm gonna stun. That's right. All right, so I don't have to flip. All right, so 2 for Electric Arrow, stun an enemy and deal 3 damage. 5 if it's already stunned. No, thank you. I'd rather have the 1, 2, 3 damage here. So, I mean, I could take damage from a couple of drones and hope to draw into an explosive arrow. I can't remember how many are in the deck, and I can't remember how many I've seen. I think I've seen 2, which means I think I've seen all of them. I mean, wait, there's only 1 card left? I'm confused. Did I discard my quiver somehow accidentally? All right, I feel like I need to get Tigra out at this point. I could Skilled Strike for 5 to actually flip him. And get Tigra out, but then I'm not getting my Quinn Carrier out, which makes me sad. If I get Quinn Carrier out, I don't get Tigra out. All right, it's Tigra. She's an Avenger. There goes. Do I keep Cable Arrow? I mean, I kind of feel like I need that as well. Man, tough choices today. Tough choices. All right. So we'll get these 2 out. We'll put Tigra into play. I'm going to slow play this, and both of us are going to attack and kill these drones. There's my quiver. there's Hulk. So at least I think this is Mockingbird, if I am not mistaken. Now, she does take a damage because whenever she defeats an enemy, like a drone or whatever, a minion, she heals the damage, but she takes the damage after she would heal. So next time, excuse me, she'll take one and then heal. Oh, as I'm using my arrows, I guess I should be doing that. All right, so we're going to sit like this. I'm going to hang on to my cable arrow because I need to. Let's unexhaust everything. Let's draw. There's Mockingbird. Okay, so I got the most important piece because she will help me deal with threat, and she will also... Now, I need some things to make her cheaper is a huge part of this. Okay, I got a couple cable arrows. That does not make her cheaper, so yeah, it looks like I'm going to be spending all of... Well, no, I can actually cable arrow twice and Mockingbird. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so, I mean, threat is an issue for this one turn. Now, I did deck myself, so let's not forget to draw an encounter card. All right, I mean, if I could pull myself out of this, that would be pretty amazing. All right, so he's stunned, gonna attack me, but doesn't attack. Oh, I would have had to put a drone in play. I'm sorry for this. So the drone will now attack me, so I will take 1 damage there. And then I'm going to have 2 event cards coming up. The villain attacks you. Well, that's not wonderful. So first things first, puts another drone into play. Remember how I said I should have flipped him? That looks like that is proving true. All right, so attacking me for 4. So unless I boost 3, I'm not dead. I mean, I'm in big time trouble, but I'll be able to flip next turn. Getting 2 cable arrows out, is that more? I mean, it's only 1 damage. So I'm just going to take it and hope. All right, so that's 1. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not great. And hopefully this is not Surge. Oh, no. All right, so 2 cards. Each player puts the top card engaged with them as a drone. Wonderful. And another drone. Guardian. Oh my gosh. I need explosive arrow badly. But thankfully, I don't need to deal with any of this right now. I mean, they're going to put a lot of threat on the scheme, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't have a whole... when I say I don't have a whole lot of choice, I mean I don't have any choice right now. Bottom line is I got to get Mockingbird into play. So that's 1, 2, 3 to put Mockingbird into play. All right, so this is what makes this deck, again, this is what makes her so good. When the villain initiates an attack against you, spend 1 resource of any type and return her to your hand. Prevent all damage from this attack. So the point is that I am going to get 3 cards out here, hopefully at some point, to be able to get her out for free. So I'm just going to keep recurring her to my hand and bringing her out. Now, in order for this to be more effective, I need Ultron to be on his second stage. The reason that is so important is he won't keep bringing out drones if he is on his second side. So that's important. Now, he's not going to bring out drones this time because I'm going to be flipped. There's no way I can survive any kind of round. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to cable arrow, which exhaust, remove 3 from a scheme. It ignores crisis icons. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to exhaust myself to ready it again. I am going to shoot another cable arrow using my other expert marksman to remove 1, 2, 3. So now I have a choice. Well, this isn't a choice. Tiger is going to attack and defeat one of these. Explosive arrow, which I needed really badly. I mean, not as badly as my quiver, but I needed it pretty badly. So I'm definitely flipping. So the question becomes, do I attack with her, getting rid of one of these drones, so that will prevent 1 threat from going on the scheme, or do I just remove those 2 threat from the scheme? I think I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3 threat plus 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, because there will be a new drone. Wait, when does this happen? Oh yeah, after. So yeah, 4 threat, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think it matters. I think I'm going to flip anyway, but I'm going to have her remove these 2 threat. If I remove a drone, that's 1 less. You know what? I'm going to gamble. I think it's a bad gamble. I think it's not much chance I'm going to not get the threat, but I'm going to gamble and get rid of another drone because I lost that explosive arrow. That's why. If I had known there was a pretty good chance of me getting an explosive arrow, I wouldn't have done that, but with losing that, I'm going to do this. All right, so let us ready everything, and I will draw back up. So now I get 6 cards. Come on. Need some good stuff here. All right, team building will help me get Mockingbird out cheaper. Skilled strikes don't help. Stunning definitely helps with electric arrow. I like that a lot, actually. But we do have a guard here, which is fine. I'll just get rid of that one first. Mockingbird will attack him, and then Tigra. All right, so I have a way to survive next round. Ooh. I have electric arrow, but I also have dropkick. Although dropkick's not as important, so maybe I'll see if I can get She-Hulk in with my team building exercise and with my Avengers tower. That will also help me get She-Hulk in. Yeah, and she can do some thwarting to help me out there as well. Okay, so lots of fun stuff planned for this turn, but let's start by adding 2 threat to the scheme. Then we are going to add another drone into play. Then Ultron is going to scheme for 2 plus 2 more, which makes it 4. Yep. All right. Well, this is not great. 1, 2 gets added, and then this immediately goes over. So we're going to be in the end game, which is not great. Each player puts the top card. Oh, so now I've got to add 2 more threat to the scheme. So apparently I made the wrong call here because... yeah, I have basically 1 more turn to finish the game. That's not going to happen. So it looks like the gauntlet is going to be over, but I'm going to play it out anyway, just for fun. Yeah, I made lots of bad calls, I guess, but I honestly don't know what I could have done that much better. I'm only getting 1 arrow out this turn, so we'll heal for 3. Although I know full well, whatever. I'll heal for 3. Oops, so that puts me up to 5. I'm going to flip. I'm going to do electric arrow, which does 3 damage and stuns. So, oh, can't do that yet. Sorry. Draw that back up. Well, let's just see. Mockingbird's going to do 2 to the advanced drone. Then Tiger is going to kill the advanced drone. That will put another drone into play, engage with me. Yeah, this just didn't go well from the start. Maybe this deck is not great against that. Electric arrow, so I'm going to do 3 and stun. Yeah, just too many drones for me to deal with, and I did not... I mean, I guess throwing away my one of my explosive arrows on turn 1 was probably a terrible, worst idea ever. So I'm going to get rid of... Well, I don't need to get rid of dropkick yet. I'll get rid of 2 skilled strikes to put team building exercise in. Oh, I am 1 short. Are you kidding me? I am 1 short of playing She-Hulk. I guess that's just the way it's going to go. I am going to be 1 short, so I can't even remove... Oh, I can't remove threat from the scheme anyway, so that doesn't matter. All right. Well, that was a good game for sure. Oh, she's got 1 more. So just so you guys get to see, because unfortunately it didn't go so well, John says, really enjoying the playthrough, win or lose. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. And I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to start a new Running the Gauntlet as soon as I am done here because I was planning on playing for a couple of hours. So I will just start a new run through with a different hero, and we'll start again on Rhino. And hopefully I can at least survive Rhino, or it'll be a 0 for 2 day. All right. Well, I'm going to... Oops. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to... I am going to ready everything up. I am going to put 2 threat on the scheme, which means I have 1 more turn, and then he would attack me. Oh, and then I got to put a drone into play. Yep, we'll go ahead and put a drone into play, or add 2 threat to the scheme. You know what? I'm just gonna add 2 threat to the scheme. That'll end the game. If I put a drone into play, they would have all killed me, or I would have had to sacrifice my allies. I'm already too far behind. Oh, wait. Let me draw. Because if I get a explosive arrow, then I have a chance. So dropping this, drawing everything up. I got my Quinn carrier, so again, that would have done that. But Sonic Arrow isn't going to be enough to do anything, and Vibranium Arrow either. No way I can kill him on one turn. Yeah, I can't sacrifice Mockingbird because the whole point of her being here is so I can keep recurring her. So Vibranium and Sonic wouldn't be enough to kill him. Yeah, that's right, because you got to kill all the drones too. So yep, 6 threat on the scheme. That is the end of game 1. Thank you so much for joining me. Did I miss? Oh, we had another John in there. You can't combine Avengers Tower and team building exercise if that's what you're planning on doing. Wait a minute. What? Exhaust team building exercise. Play a card from your hand that shares a trait. Reduce its cost. Exhaust Avengers Tower. Reduce the cost of the next Avenger ally you played this phase. Now, why can't I? Avengers Tower says reduce the cost of the next Avenger you play. And this one says exhaust it and play a card. So this one, you have to play the card right away. But this just says reduce the cost of the next Avenger you played this phase by 1. So it doesn't say right away. So I believe I can combine those two. I just have to do this first, reduce the cost of the next Avenger, which I don't have to play right away. And then I do team building exercise to play a card immediately from your hand. And then it gets the discount from the Avengers Tower. So tell me if I'm doing that wrong, but I believe that's true. I think those do combo, right? It says the other John. I believe that's how it works. But if that is not true, then I've been cheating through this playthrough. But that's okay, because I died on Ultron. All right, I am going to reset things. And then let's see. Actually, before I restart things, let's look through my decks and see if you guys have anything you want to see. I got a Panther, which is what I was planning on doing, I think, or a Black Widow aggression, or Quicksilver aggression, but I have not been very good with Quicksilver, so that deck is probably not very good. I got Thor, Protector of Lightning, which I don't think might even get by Rhino. We've got a Widow Justice, Spider-Woman with the Defenders, my Spider-Man Zootropolis deck. All right, so let's narrow it to Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Black Widow, gosh, Thor if you want to see me lose again, or Panther. So if anybody has any preferences for those, let me know. Yeah, John number, first John I talked to, I believe you're right. I do believe those two combo myself. All right, so I'm going to start setting up. You guys let me know if you have a preference for me. If not, maybe I'll roll a dice, or maybe I just pick one of them at random, or not at random, or I just pick one. Let's see. All right, reloading, restarting. So running the gauntlet, again, I start with expert. I'm going to start at Rhino. And we do his normal side scheme, which is recommended bomb scare. I should have known that. How many millions of times have I played him with bomb scare? All right, and then let's see. Any preferences? Not so far. I am going to My original goal was to play Panther. I played him last night and he frustrated me. I mean, Black Widow is one of my favorites for sure. I have a Justice deck with her. You know what? Maybe I'll do SpiderWoman Defenders. Oh, Scarlet Witch. I don't have a Scarlet Witch deck built yet. I have not spent a lot of time with her. I do want to play her at some point though. Let's see. I'm going to do my Spider-Woman and the Defenders deck. I don't remember much about it, but I think it was a pretty good solo deck. Let's see how well that does running the gauntlet. Alrighty. Spider-Woman's a fun one. I like the dual aspect part of her, because she can kind of not do everything, but you know, she can handle more than one thing. She's not just good at doing damage. She's not just good at dealing with threats. So I think in solo, she's really good. Let me know your favorite two aspects to play with her. Now I'm playing her Defenders, which means I know she's got protection in there because Defenders includes Luke Cage and Iron Fist, which are both protection. I can't remember where the others are. They're either Justice or, I mean, we'll find out pretty soon here. Let me shuffle up the enemies deck too. So we do start with Breakin' and Taken in play. So Spider-Woman's gimmick, if you haven't played with her or seen her before, is when she's on the other side, when you play an aspect card, Spider-Woman gets +1 fort, +1 attack, and +1 defense until the end of the round. So she builds up all of her stats the more aspects she plays, and she builds differently. She can build with 2 aspects in her deck. Double agents choose 2 aspects instead of 1 when playing her action. Look at the top card of any deck once per round. Okay, so that's kind of nice. Actually, she'd be good with Hulk, I guess. I mean, if you're going to be on your SpiderWoman. I mean, that's a whole lot of ifs there. So, all right, let's go ahead and draw. I mean, I guess it helps you figure out if you want to defend also. Tells you how much extra attack they're going to have against you. So, not too bad, but her hand limit is 6 on this side. So, let's go ahead and draw. And definitely, all right, exhaust to generate a resource for an aspect card. So, I'm definitely keeping that one in play. It looks like my other one is Justice. Planetary players control. The side scheme is defeated. Exhaust it and draw a card. Well, guess what? We already have a side scheme in place. So that's not the worst thing in the world. And that would let me play 2 to get my... Okay, so I'm keeping this in play no matter what, and I'm definitely keeping 1 of these green cards. Gosh, I would love to keep Iron Fist, but he's just 1 too expensive for me if I also want to get Finesse out this turn. I feel like I have to. So I can't do... So I'll do Med Team. So you know what? Am I going to keep my hand as... to not go through my deck as fast? I mean, I guess the only benefit of not keeping my hand is getting some double resource potentially. Yeah, let's do that. Because obviously the more you can play, the better. I'm definitely planning on playing these. I can do it, I believe, at this point. Unless I just totally miscalculated everything, but that's okay. We'll see. Oh, well, there's the double resources anyway. Oh, Jessica Drew's apartment. Exhaust it. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for an aspect card and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. All right. So we know we're not doing concussive blows. So let's see. I got 2 to pay for Finesse. 1 more for Jessica Drew's apartment. And then I get to replace it. But no, that's not going to work. All right. So I'm going to pay 2 to play Finesse. And that's exactly enough. Okay. All right. So then I am going to look at the top of a deck. We'll look at the top of this one. So 0 pips on it. So not that I have an ally. Yeah, why did I do that? I guess it helps me decide if I want to defend or not. All right. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to play this, which is Skilled Investigator, which after a side scheme is defeated, exhaust it and draw a card. So I'm going to do that. That adds 1. So I am now +1. Now, I forgot to say that this is when you play an aspect card until the end of round, limit once per round for each aspect. So the next one I play does have to be a protection card, whereas this one is my Justice card. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 to put Med Team out, which is very nice. I like having some healing early on in the game. So now my stats are 3, 3, 3. Hello. All right. And I am going to thwart to remove this side scheme, which makes me happy. It's funny, you don't think of thwarting when you think of Rhino, but I am thwarting away. So that lets me exhaust this to draw a card. Let's see. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, 4 instead if you paid for this using a... Nope. You know what? This is not a remove threat kind of a mission. This is a try to survive Rhino punching you in the face over and over kind of a mission. I'm going to ready, and I am going to draw my hand up. On this side, I draw to 5 cards, which is pretty standard. 6 on one side, 5 on the other. All right, so I got Venom Blast. And I got remove a total of 3 threat from among schemes in play. Self-propelled glide, SpiderWoman gains aerial till the end of the round. As a hero action event. Now I don't remember when SpiderWoman's card. This is an aggression card. So why do I want to be aerial? Oh, ready SpiderWoman. Then she gains aerial. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, never mind. Yeah, aerial might be useful, but no. The more important thing is to ready myself because all right. So the question is, do I want to defend? And the answer is no. I'm going to take this 3 damage. 1, 2, 3 damage. Plus the boost we already know is a blank. So that's fine. And then I am... Oh, wait. Let's add a threat to the scheme. Sorry. I'm so excited about what's going to happen on my turn that I always forget to do like the enemy stuff in the right order. What I need to do is like put my hand down, not look at it. But when you have protection, you kind of have to look to see what's coming up, because that determines a lot of what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to blast them down pretty quickly this game, I think, depending on what happens here. Ooh, yeah. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. Yep. So +3, so he's going to be attacking for 6. None of that's great, but it goes away. I mean, the nice part is it's a one-time thing. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. Let's see if there are any comments about the first round so far. Which She-Hulk? Johnson, sounds fun. What deck do you find yourself mainly looking at the top card of? You know, it depends. I tend to think that I want to look at the top of the enemy deck, especially if I have the ability to potentially stun or not. It's like, okay, do I want to stun that card? Would I rather have it as an event, or would I rather have it as a boost? So a lot of times I'll look at that. Looking at the top card of my deck doesn't give me a lot of information, or at least I can decide like if I want to block or not, or even if I want to flip over to my hero side. Sometimes if it's a big boost against somebody like Rhino, maybe I don't flip at all. You know, just knowing that I'm gonna have to deal with all that. So there's a lot of reason. Wait, do those combos? All right, so John, the second John says, sorry, evidently still too early in the day. They combo, but I believe you technically need to use the action on Avengers Tower first before team building. Yes, that is correct. I believe it works that way. And so now the two Johns and I are all on the same page. Yay! All right, so I'm gonna heal 2 to start this turn. Excuse me. And let's see. I would like to play both aspects, and that way I can, and I like to play self-propelled glide, but last. Let's see. This does not count as an aspect card, so I can't use my finesse to bring it in. All right, so remove a total of 3 threat from among schemes in play. I mean, honestly, I may do that just to get the +1 here. Let's see. What's for justice again? Remove 3 threat from a scheme. 4 instead. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 resource to do this, to remove a total of 3 threat from schemes. I mean, it's just 1, but the real thing I want here is the extra ability there. All right. Now... Oh, no. Hold on. I am paying for that, sorry, with my finesse. So, sorry. I still have 4 justice in my hand. I paid for that with finesse. Now, I'm going to pay 2 to Venom Blast. Now, Venom Blast is a SpiderWoman card, but if you read it again, deal 5 damage to an enemy. This counts as both a SpiderWoman and an aggression card. So that does count as my aggression play for the turn. So that is a second one. Venom Blast deals 5 damage. Let's go ahead and take that 5 off, which makes me happy. And it gives me 3 defense if I want it to, which I probably will use this time because of all that. All right, so now I am going to attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to self-propelled glide. So I'm going to pay this card to pay for that, which is not an aspect card, unfortunately. So it does ready me, though, and it lets me attack for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And I'm aerial, but again, unless the card tells me that matters, it doesn't matter. I'm going to ready everything. I'm going to draw my 5 cards, and I am prepared to be beat about the face, head, and neck by charge, and I probably will defend. All right, there's another self-propelled glide. Counterpunch. After your hero defends against an enemy attack, deal damage to the enemy equal to your hero's attack. Very nice. I do have another med team as well, which makes me happy, although I don't know if I'll be able to play it. Ooh, add 4 to the main scheme, which is really good, and I got another Venom Blast. Wow. So I've got some choices on this turn, but Counterpunch will probably be what gets played. Let's see. If I don't worry about self-propelled glide, so I am going to be able to do 1, 2 of these things, even if I use Counterpunch. Would I be able to do self-propelled glide if I didn't Counterpunch? So I need 1, 2 to pay for 1. No. So either way, I'm not going to be able to do 2 things. So I am going to defend, and I'm going to Counterpunch here. All right. So add 1 threat to the scheme. Now he attacks me. He's going to attack me for 6 base. So I am going to defend for 3, and I am going to Counterpunch. So it's going to be 3 coming right back. So 6 base plus 1 more makes 7 minus my 3, so 4 damage. And then I am going to punch back for 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. So I don't really need Venom Blast and all this stuff as much as I thought I might. So we'll see. I might just do Med Team this turn. I could do Venom Blast and Under Surveillance would be the other option. But again, Venom Blast doesn't help me that much, except it gets me a second aspect played and adds 4 threats to the mains, and then it allows me to flip. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little conservatively this turn. I say conservatively, but I'm going to Venom Blast them. Although I don't even see the point of Venom Blast, so maybe I self-propel Glide instead, and then that'll let me heal myself. Yeah, okay. All right, I've got some ideas here. But let's start by... Wait, he already attacked me. I just attacked him back. So now this is gone, and I need to look out, draw my encounter card. All right, when revealed, if Bomb Scare is in play, assign X damage among heroes and allies where X is the amount of Bomb Scare. If not in play, this card gains Surge. So, nope, no Bomb Scare. Attached to Rhino. When any amount of damage would be dealt to him, place it here instead. Then if at least 5 damage is here, okay. So, all right, remember all that talking I said about not needing Venom Blast? Well, guess what? I kind of do. So I can Venom Blast, but then I won't be able to do Under Surveillance. And then I won't be able to self-propel Glide. What do I need to glide for? I mean, I could do 2 of something if I glide. So I could remove 2 threat from a scheme. Yeah, so I might... I mean, Med Team is the other option, and then just stay and continue to fight. I really want to get Under Surveillance in and flip, I think, though. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that and play Med Team to put Under Surveillance. So now I need to get to 11 before losing this. That allows me to flip. Now the question is, do I want to throw away my Venom Blast? I kind of don't. I kind of want to use it next turn, but... I am going to do it to self-propel Glide. I did play 1 thing this turn. So I can do 2 of something if I want, or I can heal myself for 3. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to heal myself for 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I can look at the top card of either deck. Doesn't matter at this point. We'll look at their deck just to see how bad it's going to be. All right, I'm going to add 3 threats to the scheme. It's not the worst thing in the world. I am sorry. I took away 3 hit points. That was not good. So I was at 6. I'm going to go to 9. And then I'm going to use my Med Team to get up to 11, which would be my starting. All right. And then I am going to draw back up, because that's all I can do. All right. So I get 6 when I'm on this side, and hopefully I get another Finesse. Yes, that is what I wanted. And I got some stuff. Ooh. All right, Pheromones, stun and confuse the enemy. Oh, yes, please. There's another Med Team. And I got this. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, discard counterintelligence to prevent 3 of that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That way, if I do flip over again, well, first of all, I'll be confused. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a pretty good spot right now. The problem I'm going to have is damage, because I just discarded my damage card, which might not have been the smartest thing in the world, but whatever. All right, adding 1 threat to the scheme. Now I'm going to add 3 more threats to the scheme because of 2 boost icons there. So 1, 2, 3. But again, not as big a deal. We're not ending at 7. We go all the way up to 11 now, and I've got some stuff to deal with that. All right, so now we are going to draw a lookout card. Oh, a side scheme, which will be good because that'll let me use my skilled investigator to draw cards. All right, place an additional threat here. Oh, so this is Bomb Scare. So it's going to get 3 threat on Bomb Scare. And this will be great if I can remove this turn. Because I definitely don't want the acceleration, but also just in general, that will help. I definitely want to get Finesse out. That's going to be a priority here. I will go ahead and look at their card. Not that it matters. Oh, it does, because it's going to be my encounter card next turn. So I do want to see their card to see what my encounter card is. Oh, wait. Did I draw an encounter card? I did. I just drew this. So what's my encounter card going to be next? It's going to be another side scheme, which is okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. So I do still want to stun and confuse because I'd much rather that be a side scheme than anything else. Yes. All right. So this makes me pretty happy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over. I am going to pay these 2 to get finesse out. I am going to definitely pay 2 yes, to play pheromones. So you are now stunned and confused, dazed and confused, as it were. Except it's not. It's stunned and confused, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. That's about the size I want it to be. Sure. All right. So stunned and confused, and I'm going to pay 2 when any amount of threat would be placed on it. So this is a preparation. Yep, looks like what I want. Unfortunately, I got to get rid of pheromones for that, but that lets me get up to +3, and I can use this to stop threat from being added to the main scheme. All right, so I removed 3. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, actually, oh yes, I do need that first. All right, so let's go ahead and remove 3 from Bomb Scare, which lets me exhaust after to draw a card. So there's Skilled Investigator, and we'll see. Self-Propelled Glide. I am going to keep this one in my hand because hopefully with 2 finesses out, I'll be able to do a bunch of damage next turn and take care of a bunch of that myself. I wish I still had another pheromones. I wish I had an ally. I don't seem to have a lot of that. Oh, I do have, this is my defenders deck. So there should be plenty of allies in here, which, well, at least 4 allies, right? I think those are actually the only 4 allies I put in. I didn't put in Nick Fury or anybody else. So I should have all 4 of my defenders still in my deck. But I'm going to ready. I'm going to draw 4 cards. And there's Daredevil. There you go. After he thwarts, deal damage to an enemy. Nice. All right, I'm going to try to hopefully get him out this turn. So after your hero defends against an attack, deal damage to the enemy equal to your attack. Now here's, oh, I do have Captain Marvel. After Captain Marvel uses a basic power, draw a card. Huh. That seems way better than doing 1 damage. I hate to say it, even though this is my defenders deck. I think it's going to be Captain Marvel, although she doesn't give me +1. What's this? Heal 3 damage from SpiderWoman, give her tough status. That's fine. I don't need that. All right. Did I play green this turn? I don't believe I did. I definitely played counterintelligence. And what was my... Oh, and pheromone. So I haven't played green. So if I counterpunch, I actually... After your hero defends against an attack, deal damage. So that would actually be a different aspect being played this turn. So that would be my 4th different aspect. So I would counterpunch for 4, which seems good, but then I got to remember, then I will not be able to get Captain Marvel out for sure. I mean, Daredevil's almost as good, I guess. All right, we'll see. So let's see what happens on their turn. We definitely add 1 threat to the scheme. You are stunned, so you will not be attacking me this turn. You got your body armor on. Oh, so I can't use counterpunch anyway. All right, I got all excited for not a whole lot of anything. All right, so this goes back down to 0. And then I am going to bring out Captain Marvel for 4. I mean, I could bring out Daredevil for 2. No, I'm going to pay all 4 to bring out Captain Marvel and then hope I draw something that I want. 2, 3... Hold on. I could self-propel glide if I do Daredevil. I could also contaminant immunity, heal 3 damage, which I don't need. I could just do so much more. Wait, I didn't have all this. I had this. So if I do Daredevil, I could definitely self-propel glide if nothing else, which lets me do something twice. Yeah. Captain Marvel. She does let me draw a card. All right. I am going to stick with the theme here, and I am going to do Daredevil. All right. So it's 1, 2. I'm going to play that and that. So that's 3, 4 to put Daredevil into play. When he thwarts, deal damage to an enemy. Oh, okay. So first of all, that puts 1 there. So I am going to thwart, bring that down 2. I'm going to put a damage on his rhino suit. Yeah, this will actually work out decently well. And then I'm going to attack, which does 2 damage because of my boost over here. And then I am going to self-propel glide to attack again, which gets rid of the armored suit. There we go. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, he is confused, so I'm going to take advantage of that confusion to flip. And I'm going to draw this card to see what my threat card is going to be. Oh, yeah, I already knew that. Wait, did I already flip this turn? Huh. How did I know that? I might have already flipped this turn. I think I did. I might have had 6 cards then. I might have messed up somewhere. It's okay. I'm not going to flip. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to pretend that none of that happened. This was a long turn, so I got myself confused here. But that's okay. All right, so I'm going to unexhaust everything. I am going to add 1 threat to the scheme. He is going to attack me for 3. I am not going to defend or anything else. I'm just going to take it on the chin for a total of 5 damage. I feel like I did something wrong. Did I forget to draw that at the end of my last turn, or is that just, I don't remember. I apologize, guys. Actually, I'm going to check the notes. Maybe I forgot something here. Peter, all right, so let's see. We got Manica Medic was just about to mention to use finesse. Yep. Verga says hello. Hey all. Hey Verga, one of our she's been with us from the beginning, so thanks Verga. John says, Peter, I hear that the upcoming Star-Lord pack, there's going to be cards that help with aerial trait. Good for Spider-Woman, yes, and good for Iron Man as well. So yeah, hopefully aerial becomes more of a thing going into the future. Guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I did something wrong here with all my talking because I feel like that was supposed to come out. I don't remember if it was supposed to come out last turn or not. It's harder than you think to, and I didn't even draw my cards. It's harder than you think to stream and talk and pay attention to everything that's going on. And as you guys have seen, my mind's all over the place anyway. Oh, okay. So I got that. I already have them confused, so I don't need that. Oh, 2 of these. Oh. All right, so knowing I have this in my hand and I want to play it next turn, instead of adding 1 threat to the scheme, I'm just going to counter intelligence and say that no threat was added to the scheme. Because, well, do I just want concussive blow? I don't know. I'm just going to do it as a way to make sure I have a chance to get another yellow card out next turn. All right, so now we will draw my event card. When revealed, you are confused. If you're already confused, the card gains surge. All right, so I'm confused. I am actually confused. How did the game know that I was confused? I don't know how, but it did know. All right, so let's move on to my turn. All right. I go back to 0 counters on this. I am going to... So Daredevil is going to thwart for 2. Boink, boink. Which will do the last damage and advance Rhino. Rhino is now tough. And let's see. I'm going to pay these 2 to do Contaminant Immunity, which adds 3 to my health and gives me tough, which makes me happy. I'm tough and confused. I guess I will do Concussive Blow. I mean, preventing the 3 damage is fine, but he's confused anyway. All right. Oh, so what did I play? I played a green card already. Actually, sometimes I like to keep them out, what I played this turn. And that way, like if I counter punch and stuff like that, then I know I will do Concussive Blow. It seems weird because he's already confused, but at least it's 3 more damage, and that's a second type of card. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. Not 3 damage. That gets rid of tough. And then I will attack to do my 3 damage. All right. So let's make sure he starts on 16. Yep. All right. He's confused. Do I flip? Oh, that's one more damage on Daredevil. I am tough. All right. This is going to be my last chance to flip for a while. I think I'm going to flip. I mean, it doesn't matter. Going to ready everything up. I am going to draw so I get 6 cards. So these 2 will go back in my discard. Since I'm not on that side anymore, I don't get these benefits. So actually, I might not need the counter if I just start putting the cards off to the side. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to add an extra threat card this round. Of course, I get a bunch of counters. Ooh, I do have Night Nurse, though, so I can get rid of my confused ability. Oh, which happens to be under me right now. All right, so I got some stuff to do. Maybe I should have used my med team to get them shuffled back in beforehand, but I didn't, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, I got Luke Cage too, which makes me... Oh, and Jessica Jones! Oh, I got all the Avengers! Maybe forget Night Nurse, and I just bring out the Avengers and say, forget all of this. Yeah, I don't need to remove threat. I don't need to do any of that stuff. Maybe... Or I say Avengers, but I meant Defenders. Sorry. There's way too much Avengers in this set. All right, so I'm going to add 1. You are confused, so you do nothing, Rhino. You do nothing at all. Oh, I was supposed to stun myself when he came out. So you know what? I'm just going to stun myself now. I know. So actually, no. I'll just take 3 damage away from there. There you go. Because it was just this turn, and all I did was do 3 damage. So there you go. It worked out. Sorry about that. So when I used my card to attack, that would have got rid of my stunned. When I attacked myself, it got rid of his tough. We're back to happy again. All right. So I did not cheat, even though I definitely cheated. All right. So I added the threat. He did that. Now I got my card. When revealed, give Rhino a tough status card. He does not already have it, so he is tough. And let us move on from there. All right. This needs to be bigger. And actually for tough, I should put it over his hit points because he's tough. He has 16 hit points. All right, so back to my turn. I am tough, I'm confused, and I've got all my defenders. Can I pay for them all? No, I cannot, which makes me sad. Even with my 2 finesse cards. I'll look at the top card of my deck this time. Why not? Oops, that is the bottom card of my deck, so I'll shuffle it. Let's look at the top card of mine. Desperate Defense. Again, that doesn't give me a whole lot of information. I'm going to flip. I am going to play Jessica Jones for sure. All right, so let's start with Jessica Jones. That's 3. So she comes in. Let's remind myself, she's +1 thwart for each side scheme in play, which there aren't any. So she's just going to attack and do 2 damage, which will just get rid of tough, which is fine. Oh, by the way, that's +1 because I played her this turn. Let's see. I cannot pay for Luke Cage, which doesn't make me happy. Remove total 3 threat from among schemes in play. Does count as a justice card. All right, so I'm just going to put out Night Nurse. Gets 3 counters. 1, 2, 3. And this will exhaust her and remove a medical counter from her to heal a damage and discard a card. You know, I don't care about Confused, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I will use my med team, though, to heal my last 2 points of damage. No reason to hold on to it. Like I said, it was a mistake not playing it last turn. I will do Inconspicuous, paying for that with Luke Cage. That does give me... Oh, no, that is the same aspect. So that wasn't great. It's fine. Remove 3 threat from schemes in play. I'm now not very worried about that. Daredevil is going to attack. I'm just going to try to burn him down as quickly as possible, and then I am going to attack again. My confusion does not stop me from attacking. That's 2 more damage. All right. Jessica Jones does have 1 damage on her, and I feel like I should be able to blow through this pretty quickly at this point, so I'm going to stop overthinking things and start just attacking and punching and all of that good stuff. All right, so add 1 threat to the scheme. Then we will boost his 4 attack to make it 6 attack. Oh, there you go. Get rid of my obligation. That makes me happy. But I am tough, so nobody bothers me. All right, got Jessica Jones here. And then we are going to draw one of these cards and see what happens. All right, Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place a threat on the main scheme. I feel like I can do either of those, but I'm going to place a threat on the main scheme, because neither of those really matters very much for me right now. Oh, good. Venom Blast. So if I do this right, ooh, Iron Fist. Never mind. I was gonna say if I do this right, I could probably play a bunch of different colors, but nope. I think I am going to try to get Iron Fist out because Iron Fist makes me very happy. That means I can't Venom Blast, but I can hold on to it. So why did I draw that card? No one knows. I meant to exhaust it. Exhaust both of these cards to put to then pay both Desperate Defenses. When your hero defends against attack, he gets +2 defense. If you take no damage, ready your hero. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that one in my hand. So I'll pay this Desperate Defense and for Justice to pay for Iron Fist. For those of you that don't know Iron Fist, he is awesome. He starts with 2 counters on him. When he attacks, you can use one of those counters to stun the enemy. So there you go. Boink. So he takes 2 damage plus 1 extra from his Iron Fist ability, and he stuns. So that uses one of the counters. Then he takes damage on him. Let's use Jessica Jones here. She will take care of this Hydra Bomber. Goodbye, Hydra Bomber. I hardly knew you. And then, so I've played one color so far. I've played green. I cannot play Venom Blast. I'm still confused, by the way. Just a reminder, I can't play Venom Blast and I can't play Desperate Defense. So I am just going to attack for 2. And again, just burn him down. I'm going to hold on to Venom Blast. I'm not going to hold on to Desperate Defense. He's stunned. Doesn't matter anyway. So I'm going to unexhaust everything. I am going to draw 4 cards. And because he's stunned, I am not worried about a whole lot right now. So my Defenders deck looks like it's coming through on this one. Stunned goes away unless something just awful happens here. I think I'm good. Charge. That's fine. That gets attached to him. Next time he attacks, it's +3 and overkill. But no, no, no. I am going to Venom Blast you. Oh, that's right. Oh, it is counted as an aggression card. So there you go. Aggression card. Let's do 5 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, you know what? Jessica Jones, you have been super helpful this game. I'm going to have you punch him for the last 2 damage. Putting an end to Rhino, ending part 1 of the Gauntlet for Spider-Woman, and away we go. All right, we've got some comments. So John says, stun your hero when he flips. Thank you for catching that. I did go back and retroactively catch it, so we're all good. Hey all, how's everybody doing today? Dragon B 240. We're doing pretty good. How are you doing? John says, missed the stun, and then he smiles when I caught it. All right, good. Sorry, John. I should have been paying more attention to the chat. I will. It's hard doing solo streams, let me tell you. Trying to pay attention to the chat, pay attention to what's going on. And honestly, I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. I need to get a stand for my phone, actually. I do have one upstairs. I should go get it because it keeps flipping sideways, and then I lose the chat on my phone. So that's what happened there. But guess what? I'm running the gauntlet, and I'm going to keep going. So let's play again. We're going to load it all up, and we're going to go to the next part of the gauntlet, which is Claw. Yes, Claw. So Spider-Woman taking on Claw. Expert. And let's see how this goes. So what's Claw's side scheme again? Masters of Evil. Oh, I do not like Masters of Evil. That is for sure. But it's fine. It's all fine. Let's get Spider-Woman constructed out. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to play my deck here. If you guys want to, to check out my deck. I actually don't think it's public, but if you wanted to play it on the mod, it's 8637. You could play. That's my Defender Spider-Woman deck. Let's make sure this is my Spider-Woman deck. Yes. Yep. That's my Spider-Woman deck. Great. So let's go ahead and grab that. Oops. Not one card of my deck. I would like the whole deck, please and thank you. So for constructed, they give you the starting cards, but we don't need those. I got my 40 card deck. Let's keep going. Shuffle that up. Shuffle this up. I start with 2 side schemes in play, which doesn't make me happy, but this one just protects the main scheme. Really, I'd love to try to get 2 aspect cards out to remove this on turn 1. Not only does it remove a threat a turn, but it also gets 10 health away from Claw, which makes me happy. All right, search the encounter deck and defense network scheme. We already did that. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. All right. Oh, with Masters of Evil, thank you. Nice. Melter coming into play. The engaged player must defend Melter's attack with an ally if able. Good to know. Well, hopefully I get Luke Cage in here, because starting off tough wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Alrighty, so let's draw my card. I do have Venom Blast, which I could just blast Melter too, so that would be an aggression card, and I got 2 to pay for it. Self-Propelled Glide is good, but I don't know that I want to... Oh, Pheromones is very good. Very, very good. So I'm going to try to draw to get some cards that make me... So it looks like I'm Venom Blasting Melter, and I'm going to Pheromones, and I'm hoping to get some cards to pay for my other cards. Finesse, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, hello, Captain Marvel. I got to get rid of you. I'm sorry, Captain Marvel. It's not worth it. Oh, let me draw one of these counters out. And let's go from here. All right, so let's look at the top card of their deck. So this is going to be my event, Surge and Reveal. Oh, so this is interesting. So now we say, why would you look at the top card of the deck? This might change things for me a bit. I have to think through this. So getting 2 event cards is real bad, right? Taking 3 extra damage, though, from their attack, and he would actually get a double boost, is real bad, too. So anyway, I think I'm going to stick with my original plan, but that is part of the reason I do it. Now I know I got to prepare for 2 event cards. Not that that's any saving grace, but I need to play 2 different colors. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this to put Finesse into play, for sure. We are then going to do this. Oh, I got to flip first. We're going to do this to Venom Blast. And we are going to Venom Blast Melter over here. Actually, again, I'm going to put it to the side to remind me what colors I've used. Although that doesn't really help. Maybe I need to think of something. Maybe what I do for next week, I'm certainly going to get through this. Maybe I'll get through one more. For next week, what I might do is I might put colored cubes here. That way I know which colors I've played, not just which, how many aspects or whatever else. All right, and then we'll use this and this to pay for Pheromones, which stuns and confuses. Let's get a stunned out. Let's get a confused out. I'm also going to get a tough out, and we're just going to make them all bigger right here and now. All right, so you are stunned and confused. So that gives me a couple turns reprieve. Oh, forgot to destroy Melter over here with my Venom Blast. And that'll be that. It's not quite that, though, because I have 3, and I am going to remove Immortal Claw, which I love every time I do it, again, because that removes 3 threat and 10 life. So that feels pretty good to get all of that gone all at once. All right, so Defense Network is going to stop me from removing threat for now, but we'll get to that when we get to it. You are stunned, so you cannot attack me. We will draw this, which is going to be draw 2 other cards. So we put this back, draw 2 cards, and Surge. So when we put him into place, he surges, so I add another card. The villain schemes. Well, no, the villain doesn't, because the villain is confused. Excuse me. And when revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded, that is a shame. Oh, first of all, I should have readied myself. I should have drawn my hand up. But that is a shame. I don't want to get rid of Finesse. If I knew that was coming, obviously, I might have done things differently, but that's okay. It is what it is. Exhaust her, search top 5 cards of your deck for an aspect card and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. This is a support card, so every time I flip, I get that. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme, stop 3 of it. Counterpunch is not a big deal right now. Okay, so I do think I'm going to flip, actually. But right now, this goes away, so I don't need these cards. I think I want to flip, put Jessica Drew's apartment into play. Yep, I'm going to put counterintelligence into play. I'm not going to Venom Blast, so counterintelligence gives me 1 thing. oh, actually, it's in play. It's yellow. What I've played, I'm going to actually spend Venom Blast to put Jessica Drew's apartment into play to prevent that 3 threat from going on there. I am going, or whatever threat, I am going to now attack the runner, getting rid of that, and I'm going to flip. And then let me look at the top card here. It's a +2, so I'm going to add 4 threat to the scheme from him, but prevent 3 of it. So I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to go ahead and search top 5 cards of your deck and add it to my hand and then shuffle the deck. All right. So, ooh. It is hard to not put in Under Surveillance. It is real hard. So I'm going to draw that one and I'm going to shuffle the rest in because no matter what else happens, I will be able to Under Surveillance. Removing 3 threat would have been good too, because that would have let me get rid of this, but this just lets me basically add 4 to the main scheme, as if I had thwarted the main scheme. So I am going to keep it in my hand. So I would have had to exhaust it. So the end of the round comes, I unexhaust everything. Actually, I don't need this counter anymore, and I draw 5 more cards. Let's see. Brant says, nice. SpiderWoman Pheromones is a single best solo card in the game. Yes, I agree. Dragon B240 says, I'm doing well. Tired though. Never played SpiderWoman. How does she work? So her big thing is that on one side, she's double agent. So choose 2 aspects instead of 1. So you'll notice I have a lot of different aspect cards. Well, actually, I only have 2 right now. So I have Protection in my deck and I have Justice in my deck. So I can play 2 different aspects. The reason I did these 2 aspects specifically, you'll see I have Defenders here. So Defenders is a series, or it's a group of superheroes. You'll notice Luke Cage is a Defender, Iron Fist. You also have, it's them over here. You got Daredevil and you've got Jessica Jones. Punisher is also sometimes considered part of the Defenders, but I don't think we have a Punisher card yet. No, we don't. So this is all the Defenders, so that's why I made this deck, just as a kind of fun thematic deck. But we'll see. I mean, it's doing pretty well so far at Running the Gauntlet. So she gets to pick 2 different aspects, and the reason that's important is on this side, whenever you play an aspect card, she gets +1 thwart, attack, and defense until the end of the round. So that's what this counter is for. It's to track how much plus she is to all of her stats. And so it's kind of a fun way of like getting boosted up, and then she's got cards that let her attack again or do whatever. So it's a fun deck. I really like her. Not only is she pretty powerful, but her deck building is the most interesting in the game right now, in my opinion, because you get to play 2 different aspects. So I tend not to play a lot of neutral stuff with her because, I mean, the aspect cards are not so much more powerful, but they're definitely more powerful. So I tend to stay within the aspects as much as I can. So hopefully that answers that question. Captain Marvel and Pheromones. Yes, they're both very good. I use a color token on her, matching each aspect, each token for Justice, etc. But then I use acceleration tokens for blue. Oh. Yes, I could do that. All right, so we'll do that for blue, that for red, that for green. All right, I'm liking this. This all works. What's the other color? Yellow. Oh, that's not an acceleration token. This is an acceleration token. Got it. Nice. That is a very good suggestion. I love it. So for all of you at home, you don't even need extra counters. So let's just remove this. Oops, I just deleted everything. That's okay. I can get them back again. All right, so that's red, green, yellow. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That makes a lot of sense. So this will be blue. So when I play an aspect, I put it here. Now I know what aspects I played that turn. Brant, excellent suggestion. Thank you. All right. So let's see. I did a whole lot of stuff there, which amounted to nothing because now it's the enemy's turn. All right. So the enemy's going to go. Enemy is going to... Wait, is it the enemy's turn? I feel like the enemy just attacked me because I just got rid of stun and confused on the enemy. I have not done my turn. So it's back to my turn. Yeah, because I added 1 threat to the scheme. I think it's my turn. Guys, let me know if I messed up there. I believe it's my turn. Sorry, I did a whole lot of getting distracted. Weapons runner. I killed on my turn. No, it's got to be the enemy's turn. Definitely the enemy's turn. All right, so 1 threat on the scheme. I'm going to double boost. So, and I'm not blocking or anything. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I got no good defense cards. So, attacking. Now, when Claw attacks, he gets 2 boosts. So, that makes it 3 total attack. And this, if it deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Well, that's not wonderful. I don't love that. So, oh, wait, I'm on my Jessica Drew side. What am I doing? I am sorry, guys. I'm going to shuffle this second one. So, he's going to add threat to the scheme. I think, was it? Oh, yes, I was. I ended up on this side. I drew to 6 cards. I had Jessica Drew's apartment. I am now back in reality. So he's going to increase by 4, which isn't great. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, no. Prevent 3 of that. Okay. All right. I was paying attention. So that's 3 less on the main scheme. All right. Back to reality. Sorry for getting so distracted there. Now I know I know this is where I was. Okay, so I prevented 3, and now we'll shuffle this up just to make sure. Now I'm going to get my lookout card, and this card gains Surge. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until Master of Evil is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So this gets 3 per player. This is a terrible, terrible side scheme. Just awful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Masters of Evil are no bueno. They're no joke. I mean, it's great at the end of the round. Oh, well, it got rid of Shadows of the Past to end my obligation, so I got that going for me, but it's also getting rid of 3/4 of their deck. Here we go. All right, so here is a Master of Evil Tiger Shark. After Tiger Shark attacks, give him Tough status card. Well, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I mean, we got Luke Cage here. We got Iron Fist. I mean, honestly, if given the choice, I would put Iron Fist out almost 10 times out of 10. But let's go ahead and what do I get to do? Exhauster, search top 5 cards in my deck. Let's see if there is any aspect card here that makes me super excited. Desperate Defense. I mean, Concussive Blow does, but I can't flip back over. Counterpunch. So I actually think I'm going to take the one that gets me the least excited and just use it as a resource. So I'm going to use Counterpunch. Gather all these up. Shuffle them back into my deck. All right, so that does give me a 7th card here, which lets me pay for Luke Cage. By the way, where are my finesses? Come on. I get to look at the top card of a deck. I'll look at the top card of their deck, which is if it deals damage to your hero, exhausted. Oh, if it does damage to you, which is your hero, exhaust. All right, so I will have Luke Cage to defend that, probably. Or maybe Iron Fist. Do I stun? I can't get both out. No way. But I can get Under Surveillance out, and one of them. Iron Fist seems too good not to get out. But Luke Cage does have 5 health. I think it's Iron Fist. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm going to flip first to get Iron Fist out. That's a green card. Brant, that was a great suggestion. So I know I've used greens. So that's 1. So I'm +2. Would have loved to get Under Surveillance out. It's not going to happen. Let's see. I mean, Night Nurse. Gosh, this is rough because I want both of these cards out. Getting 2 more threat won't pop it, but it's going to get 2 threat for sure on there. He's going to attack me and get tough. He's going to attack me. If he would have hit me, he will stun me. A lot of tough choices. I mean, I could take 3 damage. So Iron Fist is going to attack. I don't want to get stunned. So instead, I will stun you, and that card will become so there we asked earlier what's one of the benefits of looking at the card. That's it right there. I know I'm not going to get stunned, and instead this card is going to, when revealed, spend them or exhaust the characters. But maybe I'll choose to spend different resources. With that being said, maybe I get rid of Luke Cage to give myself more options to get the resources. Okay. So Iron Fist attacks there. Spider-Woman with 2. I hope to just remove this all at once. So I am just going to do 2 damage to... Oh, don't forget, it's not just stun. I get to do 3 damage there. I'm going to do 2 damage to Tiger Shark. 1, 2. And hopefully I will be able to get rid of Tiger Shark here soon. I'm going to get rid of Luke Cage. I'm going to ready all my stuff. And I am going to draw up. Self-propelled glide is good. Jessica Jones is good. So she used +1 thwart for each side scheme in play. She would be amazing right now. Heal 3 damage from Spider-Woman. Give her tough. That would be amazing right now. Inconspicuous would be good. Remove a total of 3 threat from schemes in play. Oh, so good. So many options. I would love to play 2 different colors this turn, so Jessica Jones might not come out, but we'll see. All right, so enemy turn. So we're going to add 2 threat to the scheme, which means this thing is going to be going soon enough. So you are stunned, so you don't attack me. You are going to attack for 3 and become tough. Forgot about that tough thing. 1, 2, 3. And tough. All right, and then I'm going to draw this, and I got to exhaust each of my characters. Do I want to do that? Sure, I will do it that way. So I guess it doesn't matter if I play multiple aspects this turn. I guess I'm just going to keep... that's got to be hero. This has got to be hero also. Jessica Jones doesn't have to be hero. So, because what I'm thinking is I got my apartment. So could I put something out and then draw to get back to playing my apartment? No. So because of that, I guess I'm going to get rid of under surveillance. So I'm going to do this to play self-propelled glide, which unexhausts me. So I've played 0 different colors this turn. Do I plink off the tough? Yeah, I mean, it's either that or heal 3. I think I'm going to plink off the tough here. And then I'm going to flip, which allows me to use my apartment to look at the top 5 cards, get an aspect card. I just want one that I don't care about, honestly. So counterpunch is fine. I'll get rid of that. Put these cards back in and shuffle it back up. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get rid of it. I get the card, and then I'm going to pay for Jessica Jones with these 3. I know I'm getting rid of under surveillance. It makes me very sad. I know I'm getting rid of inconspicuous. That also makes me sad. I mean, I don't know. I am doing 3. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put the damage on Iron Fist. I'm doing 3. I could have done 3 with this and maybe gotten a second thing out, so maybe it wasn't the best decision in the world. Oh, I did play yellow this turn, although I'm not on that side, so it doesn't matter. So I will get rid of this side scheme to get rid of the acceleration, although again, this turn specifically, it doesn't matter. You know what? I was going to say because it doesn't matter, maybe I just let it go for 2. And then... get rid of this while I can. You know, alright, I might regret this, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm going to need to remove threat from the main scheme. Because this doesn't matter this turn, adding 2 doesn't matter. It puts it over 6 either way. Alright, when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, put it in play, engage with you. So this is Surge after it's revealed, but it's not revealed. You actually just put it right from there to engage with you. So let's get rid of this and flip. If it's completed, you lose. So he's going to scheme for 2 plus discard a card at random from your hand. So that is just 2. And each of these are going to scheme for 1. So that's 2 more. And then, haha, fooled you. I didn't ready or draw any cards into my hand. So there you go. But now I will discard a card at random from my hand. Hopefully it's not pheromones, because pheromones is ridiculous. And I want to play that this turn. Concussive blow. Again, when you have pheromones, I don't care about concussive blow as much. All right. So these both added their threat to the main scheme, and let's draw a card and see what happens. All right, attach to claw. After claw attacks and damages a character, stun that character, and I can spend those to get rid of it. All right, well, hopefully I just keep him stunned, and I don't have to worry about it. So Iron Fist doesn't need to stun claw this turn, because I'm going to stun him with pheromones. So let's do this first. Jessica Drew's apartment. Draw 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd like to be able to remove threat would be good. So inconspicuous is one of the best ways of removing threat in the game. So let's do that. For justice, would let me remove 1 more. But that doesn't matter. I'd much rather use just inconspicuous. So we will do that. Alrighty. Thanks guys for bearing with me through all of this. This has been a long Running the Gauntlet. This will probably be my last game. And we will move on hopefully with more SpiderWoman next week. Alright, I do want to get Finesse out as well. I would also love to heal 3 damage, although that is not a priority. So I'm going to flip. Pheromones is a priority. So 1, 2 would put this out. And then I couldn't do both. You've got to be kidding me. For justice, remove 3 threat from the scheme. You've got to be kidding me. I need 1 more card. Wait, why didn't I have 6 cards? I should have had 6. And then her apartment should have given me a 7th card. Oh, I had to discard a card at random. Son of a gun. All right. So, all right. I'm going to have to do it this way. So I'm going to have to play Pheromones, which gives me a blue card played to to stun and confuse him. Then I am going to play Contaminant Immunity to play this. Removes a total of 3 threat from among all schemes in play. It's a Spider-Woman and a Justice card. So there you go. There's a Justice card played this turn. So I'm going to remove 3 threat. So I'll just remove 3 from here to get rid of that. Jessica Jones and Iron Fist are both going to punch Tiger Shark over here to get rid of him. I'll take 1 damage from the weapons runner. I don't think I mind that, because I'd rather, since I've got 3, because if I lose this, I lose the game. So I think I'm going to play it safe. Oh, these both have to go up by 1. I did not use his response after he attacks. Wait, is that a forced response? It doesn't say forced response. So I can do that. If I remove 1, then that other thing. It doesn't say forced response. So I don't think I have to do that. But let me know if I'm wrong. Yes. Thank you, Dragon B. Random discard. Yeah, so I'm going to keep the weapons runner in play and remove 3 threat. 1, 2, 3. I get to do that again because I've used 2. All right, let's unexhaust everything. Draw back up. Get my 5 cards, and that is that. So I will definitely get to play my Finesse this turn and a Desperate Defense. Gets 2 defense for the attack. If you take no damage, ready your hero. So I could do that. That would actually give me, I mean, there's no real reason to do it though. Because the green won't last. I reset at the beginning of my turn because it only lasts for the round. So it doesn't really help me, and I'd rather use it to pay for like concussive blow or something, even though I don't need the damage. We'll see. I mean, it would let me ready. I don't have a bunch of great stuff. Plan your control after a scheme is defeated. Exhaust it. All right, so we'll see. But first things first, let's add a threat to the main scheme. Then you are stunned, so you would attack, but you don't. Now we have the weapons runner attack. So do I defend and use defensive? No, I'm not going to do that. So I will just take the 1 damage, and then we will draw a card. All right, when revealed, place an additional 1 per player threat here. So this will have 4 threat. He has done a great job of slowing me down and stopping me from doing what I want, and I just have not gotten the build-up I want this game. All right, so I'm definitely going to play Finesse. Oops, other way around. I'm getting tired, as you guys can see, which is why I'm doing stuff a little goofy here. I definitely want Skilled Investigator out to let me draw a card when I get rid of that. So that is a yellow card played. That is the only thing I have played. She gets +1 thwart, so she would be 2 thwart. And I am also 2 thwart right now, so I could get rid of this side scheme and draw cards. So that's what I'm going to do. Jessica Jones, she is going to thwart for 2. I am also going to thwart for 2. So goodbye, Illegal Arms Factory. You're confused, so I may end up flipping myself over, but I'm going to ready this to draw a card for Justice. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. 4 instead. I don't need to remove that much threat from a scheme. Iron Fist will attack because I'm about to redraw my deck. So stunning. So that is 1, 2, 3 damage and stunned. So you're stunned and confused. I'm still on Claw 2. Man, this is not going well for me. I really need to get rid of this too, because after he does that, he stuns me. So I think I am going to flip over. I'm going to, for Justice. So that's another yellow, but that's fine. Remove 3 resources or 3 threat from a scheme. He's stunned and confused. I'm going to flip. I'm going to use our apartment to draw a card and see. Oh. And then shuffle it back up. That doesn't do me any good, but it's Daredevil. I know that now. With that being said, let me see what he does again. After he thwarts, deal damage to the enemy. So he's going to thwart. Probably not going to flip over. I'm going to discard this. I don't need this. Oh, I did have Finesse to pay for stuff, but that's fine. Let's unexhaust everything. Let's draw this, get an extra threat card. And then I am going to shuffle up when I grab them all and draw 5 more cards. Oh, I could have looked at the top card of his deck too. It's fine. I don't need to do it. I say I looked at the top card of my deck. Doesn't matter because I already did that. All right, so let's add 1 threat to the scheme. Then you are confused, so you don't do anything. Oh, I really need to get 1 of each resource, which I do have to get rid of this because +1 attack and stun. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe I just make it so he never attacks and damages would be the other thing, although it's kind of hard to do. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so now the weapons runner is going to add 1 threat to the scheme, and then I should have a second card here, and let's see how this goes. Oops, there's some damage. I don't know where or why that's there. The villain attacks you, or the card gains surge. So the card gains surge. Alter Ego, discard a card at random from your hand. You know, of all the things, it's not the worst. It might even help me make decisions as far as what I want to do on this turn. They get rid of a fist, so that might mean... Oh, no, I could get rid of Daredevil and still get rid of this. So we'll see. We will see. So that's now gone. Let's draw the next one. This card gains surge. We'll get rid of both of them. No, it won't. How about now? Boom. All right. When revealed, place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes to play, discard cards to the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is revealed. You are killing me with all these side schemes and everything else. This is, well, actually, all right, so we do go through the deck, but when you're through the deck, you stop. So there is an acceleration token here, but that's actually not the worst thing in the world. An acceleration, I mean, it basically got rid of 3 cards. So it's actually not too bad. He's stunned, so I don't necessarily need to get rid of this right now, but at the same time, I mean, I do have Luke Cage and Daredevil in my hand. We'll see. All right, so this goes away. I am going to use my apartment to look at the next 5 cards and draw an aspect card. I feel like, oh, pheromones. I mean, all right, never mind. Although he's already stunned, so I may not even play that this turn. So actually, maybe I don't do that. Do I do Night Nurse? I can't do that. I could do Venom Blast. Maybe I look for the symbol. All right, can I discard 3 and still get either Daredevil or Luke Cage? So I would need all my cards, and then I'd have 1 more. I could do Inconspicuous as well. So maybe I just grab something to discard. Then I can or all right, I'm gonna get. Do I get Night Nurse and just get rid of her? I'm gonna get Concussive Blow. I don't think I need to confuse. Or maybe I get Pheromones and just keep it. I don't know. So hard. So many choices. Yeah, this has been a rather thinky game, and I don't know that I'm doing things the right way as far as choices I'm making. I'm going to flip. I am going to... I feel like I just get rid of 3 cards. No, I'm just going to put Luke Cage out and just hope... Well, no, not Luke Cage. I'm actually going to put Daredevil out. So here we go. 1. Well, Luke Cage will actually give me 2 different colors. So I'll do Luke Cage. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Put Luke Cage out. He's tough. That's okay. He's just going to attack and defeat the weapons runner and get rid of his tough. So that's green. And then I'm going to use this to play Inconspicuous. Remove 3 threat from any number of schemes in play. I will do that for my yellow card. So now I've played 2 different aspects. I get to remove 3 threat. Well, there's only 2 to be removed. And then I will attack for 3 damage. All right. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, did I remove? I might have, but that's okay. All right. I'm unexhausting. You are stunned. I am going to then add 2 threats to the scheme. You're stunned, so you don't attack. And then I'm going to draw the villain schemes. That is not great, but it's fine. 2, discard a card at random from your hand. Are you kidding me? Fooled you again. I forgot to draw my cards again. No. All right. So, oh, come on. Don't be pheromones. Just don't be pheromones. Everything will be fine. Don't be pheromones. Jessica Jones. I feel like I am spinning my wheels a lot in this one. That is okay, though, because, I mean, he's down to 9 health, and I've got a little bit of board built up in front of me. I really would love to get the other finesse card out. Last game, I got them both out really early. Ooh. Tough and, yeah, that would be really good. I definitely want to put this out, and I love the Venom Blast, and I love the Pheromones. So, again, I'm going to have to choose because I really can't do all of that, even though I would love to. In fact, I can only do one of those things, so we'll see which one it ends up being. All right, so let's add 2 threats to the scheme. I just did that. I'm sorry. I had to discard a card at random from my hand because... Wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I do that? Oh, because he schemed and he wasn't confused at the time. Right. So now I draw my threat card and I get another one. After Tiger Shark attacks, give him the tough status card. Oh my. Alrighty. That might change things. I kind of feel like I need to Venom Blast him now. But then I can't pheromones. I can't do a whole lot else. So let's get rid of all this. Maybe I Desperate Defense on my turn. All right. I'm not going to overthink this. I am going to Venom Blast. Gosh, I want to keep all these cards. All right, that was just a handful of amazing cards. But I'm going to Venom Blast Tiger Shark to continue to spin my wheels. That'll be 5 damage. And that is a red card played. And then I attack for 2. Wait a minute. That is a hero action, unfortunately. Are any of these not hero actions? That one clearly is. That one clearly is. Okay, never mind. All right. So, yep, I will attack Tiger Shark for 2. Or no, Luke Cage will attack Tiger Shark for 2, and I will thwart for 2. And then I got Desperate Defense. So that should keep me from taking damage. Yeah, I'm just going to slow play it. Luke Cage took 1 damage. Desperate Defense will be my second one. So my defense will be up to 3. And then 2 more. So that'll be 5 defense. He's going to attack for 2 plus 2 flips. It's a little dangerous. Maybe I just block with Luke Cage. And if that's the case, maybe I just discard Desperate Defense, which I will do. All right. So that is all of that. I am going to go ahead and draw my 4 more cards. Now I got plenty of resources. All I've got is resources, in fact, this turn. And a Venom Blast, which doesn't make me sad. Okay, so let's see. Enemy phase, we're going to add 2 threat to the scheme. We are going to have him attack. I am going to block with Luke Cage because I didn't keep that Desperate Defense. +1 and +3. I would have had Desperate Defense. It would have been enough blocking, but I couldn't take that chance. I just couldn't. I couldn't afford to be stunned. Although now I don't have allies, but I got pheromones, so there's that. Let's see. I will I will look out first. Let's see what happens. All right. So he comes into play and surges. Hero Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place a threat on the main scheme. Okay, so this is not great because I didn't say my Desperate Defense. So I don't have much I can do about this except for take this to my face. I could block for 2, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to take what it is. All right, so that is 4 damage because he's 1 + 1 for this. So that's 4 damage and then 5, 6 damage. So, ow. And then I gotta do what? Discard a card. Wait a minute. Where do I discard a card? What was that? Place a threat on the main scheme. I'm sorry. All right. So that's a threat on the main scheme. So I'm down to 1 life. So that changes things a little bit because I'm also stunned. Because I never got rid of his upgrade over there. All right, so a little bit of a desperate time right now. I haven't played anything. So I guess I will get rid of the stunned just to do that. Although that's at 8. Hold on. Can I afford? I mean, look, we know this is coming. So Pheromones is coming, stunned and confused. If I flip, it's going to add 2, and then he would make it go bye-bye. So I played Pheromones, which is a blue card. All right, so I'm going to have to play Venom Blast to get rid of my stunned. And that's a red card. Then I'm going to remove 3 threat from the scheme. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to flip. And I'm going to look at the top 5 cards, and hopefully one of them I will be able to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interrupt. Any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme. Discard it to prevent 3. Yes, and I don't have to be on my hero side to play that. So that's probably the one I'll grab. Thwart, that's a hero action, so I can't do that. Hero, skill, and counterintelligence again. All right, so I'm going to grab one of these counterintelligence. I am going to put these cards back on because that'll be nice to have that finesse there. I'm going to shuffle this up, and I'm going to discard this to play this, which is actually yellow. That would be another different aspect. That's nice. But when any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, discard counterintelligence to prevent 3. So that's nice. I'm going to remember that's there because actually 2 is going to be placed on right now. We'll see. I mean, I could save that for any time 2 would be placed on. I'd rather save it for if he's going to add a bunch in a surprising time. Let's see. Yeah, your Iron Fist is optional, and it's actually been changed by FFG to interrupt. So it's one separate instance of damage with the stun. Sorry if you already mentioned that. I didn't mention that, John. Thank you. That is actually very helpful. So it's a separate instance of damage, which is interesting. So they're going to take the 2 damage first. That might flip an enemy and then take a separate instance of damage. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. I'm going to look at the top card of their deck because why not? It's going to gain Surge. So that's not going to be useful information for me at all, but that's fine. Now I'm going to draw my hand. Let me make sure I did shuffle that, even though I'd like to not shuffle that because I like having the the finesse on top, but that's okay. I got a finesse anyway. So that's good. All right. And Med Team will probably have to come out. I may have to recover this turn. We'll see. All right. So let me add 2. You are confused. You are going to add 1 more. And let's draw it, but we know what it is. We know it's going to be draw another one. Oh, when revealed, place an additional threat here per player. So 4 threat on this one, which is what it is. It's going to be an extra card draw a turn, but that will let me use Skill Investigator if I can get rid of it, which don't seem to have stuff to get rid of it, of course. Oh, remove a total of 3 threat. So this is from the main scheme. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme. Yes. Okay. Yep. All right. So let's first things first. I'm going to get rid of these counter punches to get my other finesse out. Then I am going to heal myself for 3. By the way, none of these are in play. Then I am going to, I could Med Team, or I can Inconspicuous and Night Nurse and keep Med Team here. Remove a total of 3 threat from schemes in play. Feels good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these 2. I'm going to have flipped already. So I'm putting Night Nurse in play. She gets 3 counters. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to now Inconspicuous, so I played both green and yellow, if that matters. At some point, I am going to Night Nurse, which would remove a condition, but more importantly right now, believe it or not, is heal 1 damage. I'm going to keep the Med Team in my hand. Oh, I did an apartment. Hold on. So let's pretend I apartment before I flipped it over, because that might change a couple of things. All right, so I'll draw another Med Team. So that did change a couple of things. Actually, I'm not going to Night Nurse. Instead, hold on. So I draw Night Nurse, lose the health I got. And I had this in my hand. So I'd paid these to play both of those. So instead, it's almost the same. So I'm going to do this to remove 3 threat. And we'll do that from the main scheme. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do Med Team for 1 and 1, 2. And that'll let me heal for 2 instead of 1. So I use that to heal for 2, get me up to 6. All right. So that's that. I am on this side. I would have used that before I flipped back over. Good stuff. All right. Draw 5 cards. Another med team. An Iron Fist. So clearly want to get Iron Fist out. Of course, I also want to get Captain Marvel out. Same choice I was faced with last time. And 4 threat on the main scheme, which is, or not the main scheme, the side scheme. All right. So 2 here. He's stunned. Does not attack me. Weapon Runner is going to attack me for 1. I mean, I could Desperate Defense to prevent that one and ready my hero. It just doesn't seem worth it. Hopefully I'll be able to get more cards out this turn by not doing that. Okay, so now we got to draw an encounter card. When reveal hero, Claw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Okay, so I am going to defend this time. I am going to play Desperate Defense. I'm going to use one of these finesse cards to do it. Unfortunately, I had already played green, so it's just another green. So my defense is 3 plus 2 more is 5. Let's hope he does not draw that well. Oh no. All right, so it's 4, 5, 6 damage. I defend 5 of it, so unfortunately that does not ready me. That also means I get stunned and take a damage. That was terrible. That was truly, truly terrible. And if I had stuck with my original thing, I'd have Night Nurse to get rid of stun, but right now I don't. I hate you, Claw. I hate the fact that I've been stupid and not gotten rid of this thing yet. And I think it's already come back to bite me twice. Yeah, that was probably a poor decision. But anyway, we are not going to cry over spilled milk. We are going to keep going. And for Justice would remove 3 threat. Oh, I get a second card too. And so if I've got a an ally, they've got to defend against his attack. Oh my. All right. So all of this is terribly bad. I've put myself in a real bad spot here. I feel like I've got an Iron Fist. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 to put Iron Fist into play. Gets 2 counters on him. 1, 2. He is going to punch Melter over here for 3 damage. Taking 1 himself. So now he is stunned and will not attack. I am also stunned, unfortunately. Oh, so that's a green card. Haven't played a yellow yet this turn. That is all my cards. That is everything I can do. That is not good. I'm going to med team to heal 2 back to get back up to 6. I mean, if I flip, it's not good. If I don't flip, it's not good. I'm definitely going to have to flip. And just deal with the consequences. All right. I mean, I waste the stunned. Well, it's fine. It is what it is. All right. I am going to flip. I'm going to see if I draw a card that will bail me out here for next turn. Ooh. Counterintelligence is okay. Concussive blow. He's not confused. That would confuse him. Heal 3 damage and give her tough. All right. I'm going to do this one. So then put these back, shuffle up my deck, and then draw 6 cards. Because that was my apartment. Draw 6. I'm actually going to deck myself with this next turn, but that is okay. That's what it is. Well, no, maybe not, because I just searched the top 5 cards. If this isn't an aspect card, I wouldn't deck myself, ironically. But, yep, it is what it is right now. And I'll have to decide the order I want to do it in, too. Because actually I can play this while still on this side. This is a hero action, but I'd love to get it back in my deck. This is also hero action, so we'll see. Because I'm actually going to hope to play all 3 of these. So 1, 2, so Contaminant Immunity, as well as the other 2. All right, so add 2 threat to the scheme. Oh, I cannot possibly survive this. So mistakes were made. That's fine. This wasn't looking very good anyway. Yeah, 4 would be added. I get rid of this to make it only 1. But I wasn't really paying attention, and Weapons Runner and Melter, I mean, I was in a rough spot. So there you go. We ended 2 gauntlets today, unfortunately. Had I stayed on my hero side, I might have been okay, but I mean, I already drew all the cards, everything else. I'm not going to go back on that at this point. Yeah, so that was rough. I guess I had to get rid of this earlier, but that would have meant me not getting some of my heroes out. I don't know what the right call would have been, but this stunning me twice was not great. Of course, me stunning them 4 or 5 times was great, so I don't know. I don't know what the right call was there, but yeah, that was a tough one. So there's my Spider-Woman running the gauntlet. There was also, if you were here from the beginning, you saw the end of my, who was it? My Hawkeye running the gauntlet. So you've seen 2 running the gauntlets. We'll start a new series next week, or the week after. I don't know when I'm going to play my next one. But yeah, so my best is getting to Ultron so far, which doesn't seem great, to be honest. So I'm going to really work on getting a pretty good deck together next time. Hopefully I can run the gauntlet much further. So, because the point is I want to get through everybody, including Kang, and then I'll start with the one where you draw 2 cards a turn if I can get through it. So far we've got Hawkeye getting to Ultron, and we've got Spider-Woman getting to Claw, and that is it. But thanks so much for joining me this week. Let's see if let's see. Yeah, Iron Fist is optional. All right, we got that. So yeah, we got that. It's John again, because response was corrected to an interrupt. Nice. John says, good fight though. Enjoyed the playthrough. Thanks, John. Any idea what heroes next? You know what? Leave comments. And maybe I will play whatever you guys want me to play. So either leave comments here live in the live chat, or leave them in the video. And I will play whatever hero you guys want me to play, and whatever aspect you guys want me to play too. I know you guys are going to say leadership just so I win, but don't feel like you have to go the best way, because if I do leadership, I might feel the obligation to weaken it a little bit. So I don't know, maybe I will just build a super ridiculous deck just to go through everything. But let me know who you want me to run through the gauntlet with next time. Again, give me a hero, give me an aspect, and I will choose one of those for next time. But thanks for joining me, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.